Today I'm going to quickly walk through getting your code into an email template in MailChimp so that you can create a campaign and send it to both me and yourself. To get started, I've already logged into my MailChimp account. So I see my dashboard on this side in this window, and on this side I've got the View Source window open in my web browser that contains all the code for the newsletter page which I have uploaded onto the server. So I will select everything inside the code window. I will copy everything inside the code window. You can either use Control or Command C on your keyboard, or you can go to Edit menu and choose Copy. Then I will go back into MailChimp and I'm going to click Create Campaign because I want to create a new campaign. Actually, before we do that, let's put the template in there first. So I'm going to click on the Templates tab up here. I'm going to click Create Template, Code Your Own, because there's a whole bunch of choice of templates in there, but I want to use the HTML code that I already built. It's a no-brainer. It says Paste in Code. When you choose paste in code, it gives you all the default stuff that their email client provides you with. We're going to totally obliterate this and paste in the code that we have. Again, I can do Control or Command V, or I can go up to Edit and choose Paste. That will paste all my code in there, and it should show up here in the preview window. Once I've got that all in place, I'm going to click Save. I can send a test email to myself. I can enter preview mode if I choose to. I'm going to choose Save and Exit. I'm going to name my template and I'm going to give it the same name as my newsletter just to make life easier. I'm also going to spell it correctly. And if it's a template that I think I'm going to be using again and again, I will just give it a general name. I could call this one May 2017 if I wanted to. Don't have to. Just going to call it Dystopian Reality because that's what it is. So that saves it. And as you can see, I have a bunch of them here because I've been doing this over and over again. So now I have to make sure I set up a mailing list to mail this to. So I'm just going to click on the little tab up here that says List. I've already got my DR list in here. So I can add more people to it. Right now I've got only myself in there. You're going to put my email address and yours. You can use my personal email address, which is laurenrabinowitz@gmail.com. You can use your personal address too. If you don't want to use your campus address, that's just fine. So this little thing adds subscribers to your email address. Like I said, I'm just sending mine out as a test to me, so I've only got me in there, but you should have 2 subscribers. And like I said, add more people in here to the list. Over here, if you want to create a new list, you would click Create List. So going back into templates, the template that we just made, mine is so new I don't even have a preview for it. Over here on the right hand side next to the Edit button, we don't want to edit, but we do want to create a campaign. So I'm going to choose the list that I'm sending it to. It's my Dystopian Reality list, which I just called DR. I want to send to the entire list. In your case, it's going to be you and me, so that would be 2 people. So yeah, that would be the entire list. Click Next. Name your campaign. It should have the same name as your newsletter. The newsletter is May of 2017, so we're going to put that in there. To make this easier, we're just going to copy that and paste it into the subject line of the email so that your user will know what email they're receiving. My middle initial is missing from my email address. By the way, this is the one you're going to be using to send this to me. This will be the URL that the user will see if they click on the little view and web thing. Nothing you need to worry about. You're not going to need to edit it. You don't need to even bother checking any of the other things here. You can leave them the way they are. You don't have to personalize the to field unless you want to. we're not using that feature, so you don't need to leave that checked. Just leave all the default settings the way they are and click Next. You can choose preview and test if you want to. If you take a look at it and it looks all ready to go, mine looks ready to go. So I'm just going to click Next. I'll get to this lovely screen where it says you're all set to send. Little checklist down here. Everything is set by default. I don't need to do anything or need to touch anything. I'm just going to click Send again. And because MailChimp wants to prevent me from screwing up, it wants to make sure that I want to send. It tells me I'm about to send a campaign to my DR list. I've got 1 subscriber because I don't have anybody else to send to. You'll have 2. So make sure you click Send Now, and it will send your campaign to both me and you. And that is how it's done.